Welcome back everyone to my Shiny Nuzlocke on Legends ZA. We are starting the episode off by getting a challenge ticket, but first of all it is time to evolve our new Shiny Fletchling into Talonflame, and then once that is done it is time to smash through and get our challenge ticket. Victory after victory, we hit no problems in the battle zone. After that it was time to go and see what the Rust Syndicate wanted after Tawny found herself in a little spot of bother with them. But obviously the guys on the front decided they wanted to have a little Pokemon battle first. So it was time to rinse them and put them into the dirt. For the sake of this Nuzlocke, we'll call this guy Baz, and he decided to send out his Garbodor to face my team. Obviously Sertich was out first. When the fantastic Garbodor did decide he was going to do a self-destruct on me, which was an easy win. He then whipped out his Lyron, which I thought would be a nice easy win for me, Fire type on Steel. However, his Rock Tendencies did hit Twitch quite hard, so I whipped Bella out just to finish him off, just to try and save Fire Dog and Sir Twitch from death. And then it was a quick matter of ding dang do, Bella killed you. Goodbye, Mr. Grunt. Then it was time to meet another new character, which was Big Bad Philippe, who also decided he wanted to have a battle with me. So this guy clearly did not see what just happened and wanted to go all out and kill his Pokemon. The first Pokemon he whipped out was a Steelix, so the only obvious choice for me was to send out Fire Dog for Fire on Steel and melt it down. As he whipping out the Stealth Rock, but the overheat was just a little bit too much for Steelix, and I can just whip him away from those rocks easy as peasy. Then he whips out his Skizor, which is a beautiful Pokemon, top 5 in my favourites, but unfortunately on this day it's time for you to die. And after his big bullet punch, a little overheat just melted him down just like Steelix, and there were a pile of little puddles on the floor. Skarmory was up next, and it was time to have a first look at his Mega Form. Once Philip decided he was going to crack himself, crack his bones, time for Skarmory to Mega Evolve and see what we got. Okay, that is weird. It's almost like the shiny version of him, but give him a quick overheat and he's nearly done. Another overheat should do it, although it was a bit worse for wear, and the Fire Fang did it, and Mega Skarmory was down, Philippe was beaten, and now it's time to head into the Rust Syndicate and meet our good Daddy Corbu. Or Corbau, I don't know. Corbau. He did say he had some jobs for us, but obviously the main priority was the Rogue Mega Evolutions, which are about to happen again in Lumiose. We started off with Tawny taking on the Mega Mawile, which is good because that means I can finally Mega Evolve mine once it's done. Mega Mawile caused little to no problems. The Fire Dog pretty much took it down until we could Mega Evolve, and then Bella and Gengar took it down the rest of the way. And then I got my Mega Stone from Marley, which is amazing. We can now Mega. Next, it was time to head over to Leader and take on the Barbicle, which is headed into a Rogue Mega Evolution down in the sewers of it. She does a little dance as usual, and the Mega Evolution hits hard once again. Now, Mega Barbicle is a stuff of nightmares. There's so many hands and eyes and arms, it's weird. But we took him down, no issues, and the nightmare was over. Goodbye Barbicle. Then we headed all the way over to Naveen, who was having a little bit of issues with an excavator. Only to find out we were being scoped out by the lovely Gwyn, Ghost Trainer of the Year, who decided she won't have a Pokemon battle because she's got to be in her bonnet that we found her safe place in the sewers. But she was no problems, we literally rinsed her and then went straight into our Rogue Mega Evolution with Ampharos. And once again, Ampharos, no problems, straight down, everyone survived. We are on a roll here. Once the Rogue Mega Evolutions were under control, it was then time to help out the Rust Syndicate with their tasks, which included clearing out a basement of all the ghost Pokemon, which were usually one-shotted with one little overheat and they were all gone. Although, I wanted to show the funny bit about this thing was this guy. So he's asked for your help, he's walked off, but instead of helping you clear out the Gengars, he's hiding behind some boxes. Like a little scared man. What a silly sausage. But then they all saw me, so Time to quickly overheat them. Boom! And they're all dead. Then it was time to clear out the sewers of all the Mega Crystals, which I wasn't complaining about. Mega Crystals are very useful for the game playthrough of getting Mega Stones, etc. Then it was time to head over and tackle the SBC, who have been really annoying some children, apparently. So, time to destroy them as usual and to show them who Big Daddy Corbu is. Corbu pretty much showing that he is a nice guy on the inside. But then we heard some commotion heading over, and City Hall was under attack from an angry mob. So what do? We have a big Pokemon battle outside to show them who Big Daddy Corbu and Big Daddy Bullet Punch are. Thorny takes them away, and the battle is over with a relative ease. And the Big Daddies follow through. Once that's part done, we finally get our promotion match, which miraculously, nobody would have seen this coming, was Big Daddy Corbu. He wanted to have a Big Daddy battle in the battle arena. So, let's get to it. I literally just thought that the rank D battle stands for Daddy. So we get to the battle arena for the Big Daddy batch, we touch our tips, and off with the battle we go. First, Corbu finally whips out his Arbok, and I send out Fire Dog. I don't really have anything that's good against poison types, which this battle could be a little bit of a long one. He poisons me early, which is really bad, really good. We get the quick Hyper Beam off just to finish him off, but that poison is going to hurt. Along with the Gyarados. First of all, whip out Marley, thinking Marley could do a little bit of damage just to get him gone. Finally thought, okay, I've got my Mega Stone, I'm going to whip out a Mega Evolution, get some quick damage on the Gyarados, get him down, so we can then take on the rest of the Pokemon with not relative ease, but a little bit easier. Hopefully everyone survived. I was wrong, it was a quick waterfall from Gyarados, and then trying to get Marley's move off just so I could get her in and a bite. But then for some odd reason, I thought a Draining Kiss would be okay. The bounce from Gyarados hits me hard, I'm not really paying attention at this point, and he waterfalls me before I can get another move off, and fortunately our new Mega Marley is dead. I send out Bella just to finish off the Gyarados, who also gets hit really hard, which is really frustrating, and now this battle has turned into a proper battle. Roserade is out next, so the only obvious choice is to whip out Fire Dog again to quickly get the overheat off, kill the Roserade before any poison does any more damage. And then it was time for Daddy Corbu's ace, the Scolipede. The Mega Scolipede is a lovely Pokemon. I do want to get one of these myself in a shiny form. It looks amazing. But with Fire Dog poisoned, I could really only get one overheat off. But the Fire Dog, who was poisoned and hit him with one overheat, came up clutch. Mega Scolipede was down. I showed Big Daddy Corbu that Big Daddy Bullet Punch was the one, and we were up to rank C. But then Big Daddy came over to Hotel Z, and everyone thought the worst. We thought he was coming for revenge, but he was coming to actually stay at the hotel and have a night here, maybe just to get away from the hustle and bustle of trying to help the city but also maintaining being a villain. In the morning, he gave Tawny a tip which covered all of her debt just to get rid of it, and hopefully that should be the end of our dealings with the Rust Syndicate. Or was it? We don't know. Let's play with the story and we'll see. At this point, AZ came across and decided to give Mega Rings to Leader and to Naveen to help them with their Pokemon and the Rogue Mega Evolutions happening all around Lumiose, which means the battles against them are about to get a little bit more difficult and a little bit more dangerous for the Nuzlocke Pokemon. Now we are rank C, it was time to start preparing for our rank C battle so we can get to the top of the battle chain, get to rank A, and get our wish. But that is a job for the next episode. I'm sure the next episode is going to be a long episode. There's a lot going on, so keep an eye out tuned for that one. Until then, thank you all for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button for more Pokemon content and Nuzlocke content. Also, head over to my Twitch at BulletPunt264 to watch my live shiny hunts and finish the shiny decks before Poke comes out. Thanks, bye!